Group permissions are a way to manage complex data permissions within teams. If you have a mixed group of employees, supervisors and managers, all in the same department, you may need to use group permissions to manage data access and privacy of absence records. Before you start using group permissions, consider how many users need access to an employee's absence record. If it's just one or two, you are better off using the line manager permissions for those individuals. Watch tutorial number 3 to see how to assign line managers. If there are more than 2 people who need to access the employee record, but most of these are senior managers or HR administrators, you can use a combination of line managers and department manager permissions. Watch tutorial 5 for a more detailed explanation of the access permissions. If you have more than 2 individuals who need access to some, but not all employee records in a department, then group permissions is the route to choose. You must create at least 2 groups to enable your first access permission. One group consists of the data subjects, the employees. The second group should contain the supervisors who need to view the absence records. The second group will be able to complete tasks such as return to work interviews for the first group. Let's get started. My first group will be administrators in regions 1 and 2 because there are managers who need to access administrators' records nationally but should not see other employees in these regions. I find region 1 and region 2 in the department list. I then add administrators as the job title. I could use several job titles here if necessary, for example to also include receptionists. This group doesn't have any supervision responsibilities, so I leave the access permissions blank and save the group. Now on to the second group. The managers that need access all work in the administration department at head office. This applies to anyone who is a manager in that department. Finally, they need access to the group we created a moment ago, so I select that here. And that's it. My admin managers can now view the administrator records. Do note that unlike line managers, the group managers will not automatically receive notifications about new and updated absences. To enable notifications, you need to create custom trigger settings targeting these groups you just created. Let's take a closer look at that. Under Custom Settings, scroll to the bottom of the page to create a new setting. I'm going to create a setting that picks up any new absences. I only want to apply this setting to the new group of administrators in regions 1 and 2, so I choose No and I select the groups in the list. I don't want any task to be created in this instance, so I can leave step 3 as No. Under step 4, I select my new group of managers as the recipient of the notification.